Hello, welcome to another video with Joseph Manifesting. Today's video is going to be on the Pearl of Great Price. In my opinion, one of Neville's most impactful lectures of all time. It's incredible. Before I go into the video, I just want to thank all of you that have been supporting the channel, been subscribing, and keep commenting. It really means a lot, and it encourages me to continue on this journey. Thank you. On his lecture of the Pearl of Great Price, he talks about how you must sell everything. He's not talking about material things, and he even says that no one wants to buy these from you. The things he's referring to is your old beliefs and your old thought patterns about you. Your old beliefs about powers and outside things. If it is in religion, or if it's in a certain spiritual teacher, or if it is in Buddha or Satanism, or it's in medicine. You see this all the time, the placebo effect, they call it, where they have studies, and you can check this out on the internet, there's thousands of them. The one I'll share, there was a group of people that got knee surgery, and they actually had the incision, had the surgery done to their knee. And then there was another group that they told they were going to do the surgery to. That group just got the incision. Now here's the amazing part. There was the exact same success rate for each individual group. One group had nothing happen to them. The other group actually had the surgery. And they both got the same outcome. You hear people believing in Jesus and all these different things. But before I say, I believe in X, Y, and Z, let's take a moment to capitalize, I believe. As Jesus once said, if you believe, you shall do greater things than I. When you pray, believe you received, and you shall. In my opinion, side note, why I think that it is hard for people to drop religion and all these different things is because if my prayer fails, who takes accountability? Not me. You see it all the time. Wasn't God's will. I share this to cut through any resistance that your brain may be having through watching videos. I know for me, when I was raised a Christian, when anybody said anything to the contrary, it was automatically blocked. I couldn't hear a thing they were saying. My job is to give life. It's to help people achieve what I achieved. It's to help people to have a life like I have. And I know from experience, the things I am sharing will give you life. Neville talks about in many of his books, there's no point of sharing experiences because there will always be those naysayers no matter what. I could share 1,000 manifestations, probably 10,000 by this point. But the only thing that is going to convince you is application of this information. So you know from experience, as I learned from experience. I believe that's why we're here. We're here to create. We're here to experience. If you think about it, what could be more fair than that? That what I believe I should receive is what I receive. How could this game be set up any more fairly? With my children, would I not equally love each of them? How would I decide who got what? I wouldn't. I would bless them with tools and let them choose. That is how much love surrounds us, how much beauty surrounds us. I get to choose, you get to choose. In his lecture, again, he shares you must give up beliefs in any outside thing. If you're new to this, or if you've been doing this for a little bit, and undesirable circumstances are happening to you, the cause was internal. It is a law. I went from a heroin addict who was suicidal, had anxiety and depression all the time. I hated my life. I continuously created undesirable circumstances. I seemed like a plague to everybody around me. I was continuously in guilt and shame. Life was very hard. I started practicing Neville, and now I live a life of absolute beauty. Financial freedom, I get to travel, I have an amazing marriage. I work half the amount of time as the average person and make probably 3 times more than the average person does. I get to coach people. I've gotten to speak at places. I get to see people's lives transform.
It doesn't matter what you're talking about.
So please do not take what I'm saying, practice it. Know by experience. Try it with something small. Try manifesting a free cup of coffee, or one of your coworkers saying something to you that you imagine, and watch how this pops up in your world. And really, good morning.
Good morning.
The only way that you will know is through experience. Back to Neville's lecture. He talks about that even before he bought the pearl of great price, he had on the back burner in astrology. He taught astrology, and there was one of his students that was practicing astrology. She was given a reading to a gentleman. It was like August something of like some year. Well, she was given a reading to this guy. She was sitting by the window because it was hot outside or hot inside. She wanted to let some air in. The wind ended up blowing the astrology book 10 years back. So the reading she was given this guy was someone who was 10 years younger. The guy ended up telling her, hey, if you're correct, I'm going to send you $100, which back in 1930, this was a lot of money. She goes, well, you might as well just give it to me because it's assured. He said, nah, I'll wait. I'll send you a MoneyGram if it goes through. She realizes what happened, that she gave a reading to somebody who was 10 years younger, and she started panicking. She called Neville. Neville goes and talks with her and says, did you believe what you said when you told her? Told him? She said, yes, with everything in me. He said, then drop it. It's done. She ends up giving him a phone call the next day. She shares the good news that the astrology ended up being correct. And Neville said in that moment, that's where he realized that it was his belief that was causative. It was his belief in astrology that was causative. That is my message today. I assure you, there is no outside cause. There is nothing that is opposing you. There is nothing for you. It is you against you. I'm not even sure that everybody else even exists. Scientists have said that everything we see is almost like one of those video games where you put that mask over your face and you're seeing a different reality. It's almost like it's a digital video game. So try it. Test it. Promise this will give you life. If you're interested in Neville's lecture on the Pearl of Great Price, I do have it on my playlist on my channel, so please feel free to check it out. It's an incredible YouTube video. Probably one of my favorites. I'm thinking of making my next video on meditation, and also considering a video with meditation and visualization so that I can help get you to the theta state where there's very little brain waves going and you're very relaxed, and then do a step-by-step how to visualize and what you're shooting for. If you guys would like that video, please leave a comment. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And any other video that you'd like to see, put in the comments. I ultimately do this for you guys. I do this so that I can be as helpful as possible. Thank you, and have a good rest of your beautiful morning.